Hey everyone, it's an updated video for Skimmer missions for Beyond, as there are some changes that makes this mission even faster on killing, but slightly longer on turning it in. At the beginning I'm gonna once again describe all the mission for those who don't know about it, and I'm planning to make time marks for videos so you can jump to the places where differences of Beyond would be described. So first of all, you obviously need Horizons DLC for this stuff. Just keep it in mind, because without it, there is nothing to talk about. You would need preferably fast and agile ship with rocket launchers on the board. You can start with an Eagle. Later maybe you switch to Vulture if they fix, I hope they would fix an current status of ships that guard in the site. You'll see it later, I guess. And that's it. That's enough to start making money. Alright, I have enough missions for now. Later you can switch to a Vulture, but for most of the time it's not necessary. Also, you would need to build some reputation with minor factions, but you can do it while doing those missions. It's pretty quick. Beyond update also let us to choose an reputation increase as reward for the mission. So with less money we gain more reputation. It is worth it in my opinion for a beginning, where mission price tags are about only 100,000 K only. So you would build reputation and start to do missions for several millions at a time. Also you would need to have a system nearby with a low security. Because with new Beyond updates you need to pay off your bounties, or at some point you would find yourself respawned on a prison ship instead of being respawned on a crown dock, for example. And it's also can be used for increasing the amount of missions you take. For example, I'm here doing it at Skataya, where I've taken missions heading towards a depot too. Alright, let's see where it is. Here it is. Well, heading towards the depot, and while we're doing so, how to set up your filters for low security systems. That's pretty easy. Now go here, switch to the map. Here you've taken a security filter, it's already set up, and pick in low security. Also you prefer to have some minimum population there, so it would be a starports in the system. And then you see this green dots all around the place. So you choose whatever you like, and later with experience you take what you want. About missions itself, you want to pick missions that goes against one exact faction. Preferably in one system. Oh, hello Federal Security Forces. No, I do not want to be interdicted. Yep, alright. Back to the missions. Because in this case, in case you take a mission against one faction, you do them all at one place. Next, if you want to do it as maximum speed, maximum efficiency, you prefer to not have more than 4 missions at a time from one faction, because missions from one faction doesn't stack towards each other, so you need to do them all. while missions from different factions do stack, so you increase your speed of killing those nasty little skimmers. So basically, first of all, you need to find this kind of system. It's not hard. In a lot of systems you see something like that, and even from the Crown Dock where I'm doing it, there are several places around, not only this LP system, where you can do this stuff. I prefer exactly this one because, well, you'll see it later, because in pre-Beyond update you would need to relog to respawn skimmers, and for that reason you prefer to have as much skimmers at a place as possible. And here in the Fungi Depot you have 6 skimmers at the low areas, so you can kill them pretty quickly, you don't need to find them, etc. But now I guess it's not really that matter, because you'll see it when we'll be in depot, you now can respawn him different way. And once you build reputation, possibly, I'm not sure about it, possibly it also depends on your combat rank. But I started to do it when I was competent combat rank, and it already gave me a mission for 8 or a million quite usually. So even if it's tight, somehow it's not much, and you still possible to do a lot of money this stuff. And that's it. So that's all the pretty small requirements for this stuff. You can do this mission even in a Sidewinder actually, so it's like a straightforward from beginning you start to do it and build your money. Well, generally speaking, all this Horizon DLC is like a pay to gain more money in a game DLC, and still it'll let you to do a lot of cool stuff. Here we go, we're approaching Nefenga. As you see, I'm not fully stacked mission towards skimmers. I have some bounty hunter missions and federal navy missions, so it would be not even fully effective run. Also I took mission even for 5 million, while when you start to grind it, if you want to grind it, but I don't know why would you want to grind with such amount of money income, you would usually take mission much more expensive. But even here you'll see it's several hundred millions per hour, easily, actually close to 1 billion per hour. Well, pretty a lot. Here we go, we have a vulture as guardian ship, and here we see the first difference in Beyond update. When I start to shoot this stuff on the ground, this vulture wouldn't give a, well, you know, and would not actually take off and start attacking me. Then, here we go. We head forward to spawn the skimmers. 6 skimmers as you see. We're shooting, heading back, heading forward, and spawn them again. That's the most important change, in my opinion, in this Beyond update, because it's speed up skilling of skimmers dramatically, really. Yeah, okay, I'm doing skimmer missions currently. So you keep doing it until you do all your missions. I usually check it by checking navigation panel. If I see that slight globe near the waypoint, I know that I still have missions here. But sometimes it fucks up, because I actually took mission towards the other depot in the system, but I'm doing them at the one place. Well, and that's the point of taking mission against exact one faction. It's like with pirate kill missions, so it doesn't matter where you kill them, they just need to be wanted targets from one exact faction. And here the same. It's just need to be skimmers from that faction. Where you do it, it actually does not matter. Still have missions here. As yeah, I haven't stuck at them properly, I just took first mission I saw on the board. So if you want to make it more fast way, you can do. Also, I'm pretty sure you can find much more profitable place. For example, where place where you kill skimmers is close to the sun, so you don't need to fly like I did for some time. This video is generally just to give you an idea how to do it. Where to do it is up to you, because you don't need to do it where I'm doing it right now. For example, if you want to build up Empire reputation, while doing so, you obviously need to go for Empire space. Here where I'm doing it, it's a Federation space, so you build reputation towards Federation. Also please note that if you do this mission against faction that here we go, affiliated with Federation, your reputation would start to drop. As you see, it's only 93% currently. But if you taking it from mission givers that affiliated with Federation or Empire too, it usually doesn't matter if you don't do overkill. By overkill I mean killing more skimmers than needed, killing guardian towers, guardian ship, etc. But even if you do so, the drop-off is not really big, so you can fix it with one or maybe two missions of some other activity later. So now we need to go to low security system and pay off bounties, or we would find ourselves in a prison ship after we get killed because of all this notoriety, all this bounty stuff. You'll see I have some bounty in my head now. 32k, not much. Oh, still.
Frameship drive charging.
Frameship drive charging, sure. So, yeah, here where I'm doing it, most time-consuming part is actually flying from place to place. So if you plan to make it total money grind, you would want to find a place where it's closer to the sun, all these stations. But once again, with the amount of money you're making, in my opinion, you don't need to grind at all. At least I don't grind it. Usually when I'm doing it like once per game session. So like when I start the game, I'm quickly doing this mission, and then while I'm doing some other stuff with my friends, I'm just when I would be at a Crown Dock, I'm just taking the missions, the most expensive one that I see, and keep doing my stuff. That's all. And this way I'm just getting a big amount of instant cash at the beginning of each game session, in like 10 or 15 minutes. Don't spend my time grinding, sorry. My English sucks, yeah, I know. Don't need to tell me that. And that's a boring part. Fine. Also, currently we're heading towards an low security placements to pay off bounty, as I already said, but you don't need to do it each time actually. Point is that your notoriety and your bounty increases over time, right? So you can, for example, do couple 3-time runs, kill the stuff, and only then pay off your bounties, especially if you're not dying there. which is quite easy now until they fix this immobile guardian ships stuff on the planets, because you should agree it's ridiculous. They just sit there and like, oh, you're killing skimmers that we need to protect. Okay, I'll just drink my mojito. Something like that. Also, little trick. With donation missions where you give money, right, you increase your reputation. You can, if you see that mission from a faction you go against on these Skimmerons, you can take the donation missions but not turning them in immediately. Instead, turning them when you got back to instantly increase your reputation and make them at least not hostile to you. Also, chain missions that appear sometimes with a donation is useful too, so you can preserve them and finish them later, so you wouldn't suffer much reputation dropping this way.
Docking request granted.
Oh yeah, one more thing. Your bounty, your notoriety, and then your badge are tied to your ship, as well as to you, as I know, but for a ship, so you need to keep an eye on a ship on which you're doing this skimmerons. So maybe it's a good idea to do a special ship for it, so you would always know where your bounty are placed. Oh, sorry, I'm idiot. I forgot to turn in missions here. So now I have 835 millions.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Docking request denied. Docking request denied. Docking request denied. Docking request granted.
All these fly rounds.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Here we go. 835. Oh, finally. Here we go. Yeah, as you see, you can now choose your reward. For example, you can take materials for engineering, which is also good, which I usually do now, but here we're gonna check how much money we get from it, right? So, S35, let's start to check. And don't forget to grab new missions if they are, for example, here, right? 100+mil is good enough. Doesn't give you. As you see, it's plenty of them. 8 million, 6 million. Oh, too much. Well, you'll see it. Now we jump into the crown dock, our final destination.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging.
It would take some time too, so you can just instantly skip to last part.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Well, if you think so, I guess you can do this mission here from like those localized enterprise, exactly, not from crown dock, and it should be quicker. But anyway, this video is just to give you a general idea how you do it, not to show you the fastest way how you do it. And anyway, I just can't imagine where you're gonna spend all this money. It's like I'm not grinding it, have a lot of money now, and I'm absolutely free losing my ships if I want to, like while I'm experimenting with stuff, with builds, etc. So, yeah. But up to you, up to you. If you want to grind, who am I to stop you?
Alpha Romeo Delta, FFC channel open. Submit a request if you wish to dock at this facility, Commander. approved for access. Proceed to landing pad 1-3.
People landed you.
Acknowledged, Commander. Clear for assisted docking.
Alright, let's cash it in.
Docking confirmed. Securing ship. Station facilities are at your disposal, Commander.
Something strange with the game today. So much loading time all the time. Yeah, as you see, I took a lot of missions from one faction. It slows me down by completing. But that doesn't matter. Hey everyone, it's an updated video for Skimmer missions for Beyond, as there are some changes that makes this mission even faster on killing, but slightly longer on turning it in. At the beginning, I'm gonna once again describe all the mission for those who don't know about it, and I'm planning to make time marks for videos so you can jump to the places where differences of Beyond would be described. So first of all, you obviously need Horizons DLC for this stuff. Just keep it in mind, because without it, there is nothing to talk about. You would need preferably fast and agile ship with rocket launchers on the board. You can start with an Eagle. Later maybe you switch to Vulture if they fix, I hope they would fix an current status of ships that guarding the site. You'll see it later, I guess. And that's it. That's enough to start making money. Alright, I have enough missions for now. Later you can switch to a Vulture, but for most of the time it's not necessary. Also, you would need to build some reputation with minor factions, but you can do it while doing those missions. It's pretty quick. Beyond update also let us to choose an reputation increase as reward for the mission. So with less money we gain more reputation. It is worth it in my opinion for a beginning, where mission price tags are about only 100,000 K only. So you would build reputation and start to do missions for several millions at a time. Also you would need to have a system nearby with a low security. Oh, because with new Beyond updates you need to pay off your bounties, or at some point you would find yourself respawned on